Hey guys, I'm going to try to do this walk and talk, but I wanted to kind of talk about a subject that is dealing with the life stage that I'm in right now. Nobody tells you how fast time goes. I try to tell young couples all the time, like, time goes really fast. 1 minute that you're changing the diaper, the next they're graduating from high school, they're going off to college, they're getting married. I think this is one of the most difficult transitions that parents have to go through. I think it's one of the most difficult times for dads and moms to really deal with. And so how do you cope? How do you deal with this new stage of life? And I want to talk to you about 3 or 4 ways to do that. First thing you got to do is you got to release and redefine. Release and redefine. You got to release control. You've been controlling them, talking to them, leading them all along the way. And if you start trying to parent a 25-year-old like they're 15, it's going to frustrate them and it's going to frustrate you, and it's not going to be worth it. And so you've got to release them and kind of redefine that role. We've got to see God at work in that. God's got to have an opportunity to do some things in their life, and you've got to respect that. The second is this: you've got to respect their journey. They're going to make some choices that you're not going to be happy with. They're going to make some choices that you're not going to agree with, and that's okay. You did that as well. I did that, and you and I both did that. And so you've got to be okay with it. What is more important is your relationship. And as you begin to trust them and you allow them to make those decisions and see them make good decisions, you can honor their transition into adulthood. The third thing is this: to stay present, not pushy. Like for me, with my son, we go on car rides, we go to soccer matches and ball games and try to do some things where it's just the two of us. When my daughter was in college, we would weekly meet. One day a week, I would meet with her and her roommate for lunch. They don't need a lecture. They don't need us to tell them all the things that they're doing wrong. They just need to be. They need us to be present. They really need us to be present. And then make sure that you're speaking a blessing. Last thing, really want to make sure that you're speaking a blessing over your kid. Make sure that they know that they can come to you. Make sure that they know that it's an open door. We can't go with them everywhere, but they can take the lessons that we've given them and utilize them. And you can remind them of those things, but you don't have to be overwhelming to them. Your voice still matters way more than you know, way more than you realize. And so make sure that you're doing what you can to continue to foster that relationship and help that relationship, but you've got to make sure that you give them space. If this is the season that you're in, if this is the time frame that you're in, make sure you don't waste time wishing for the old days, wishing that they would come back as little kids, because you're going to really miss out on this incredible time with them as adults. Lean in with prayer. Make sure that you're spending time with them. Be present with them. And remember that our kids just don't need parents when they're little. They need parents the rest of their life. They need parents who are going to, again, be willing to keep showing up as their days go, as they go through different stages of adulthood. They're going to need some people to be able to speak into them. And God has called you to lead them, to parent them. And so do that. Now listen, every mom and dad who's listening to this and you feel unsure about your role now, I need you to hear this, okay? You're not behind, you're becoming. And because you are, you have to trust God's timing. You have to trust that He will lead them every step of the way. Stay prayed up, stay talking to them, stay talking to Him, and make sure that you can trust God, that you know that you can trust God every step of the way.